In today's video, I want to answer the most important question, which is why am I so bullish on AI and why should you be too? At least if you're a service provider selling agency services, coaching, consulting, or you're someone who wants to start making money and create abundance, wealth, selling services online, right? Making money online. For those who don't know me, my name is Serge Gatari, founder of clientacquisition.io, which is a growth creator firm, growth consulting firm, where we essentially build people's offers, go to market, we handle their acquisition and everything like that, right? Started in 2021 with this company. 2020, I quit my job, was making like $2,000 a month. Ended up making my first 10K a month in January of 2021. And a year later, I was making, multiple six figures a year. I ended up scaling to $600,000 a month from essentially building offers, implementing growth infrastructures into people's businesses. And that was the case, right? Why am I going from this to building and releasing AI? Right? I want to explain. It started out early 2024. We onboarded this client, 16 years old, from somewhere in the States. I live in Canada. I'm not American. So he was making around 2 to 5K per month. I can show you guys from the onboarding form, right? And he was implementing AI, right? Ended up helping him position it as an AI growth infrastructure, repositioned it, helped him with acquisition, and made 12 grand the first AI infrastructure he ever sold, then made another 10 grand, then made another 9 grand, then made another this and that. And 3 months later, he had his first $50,000 week, right? 16 years old. And then fast forward, May ends up making his first 6-figure month. 6 figures a month at 16, okay? And then fast forward today, we've had the most amount of case studies of people under 20 making 50K per month, $50,000 a week, $40,000 a week. Sometimes I think about it and I've made a lot of money and I made it pretty fast, right? So I'm not saying that like, oh wow, making 50K a month is like the end all be all of business, but like for someone under 20 years old, do you understand how life-changing it is? Keep making 50K per month, but to experience the reality, a universe where it's possible to earn what your teachers earn every single year and to do it in a single month. Forget about doing it in a single week. It bends reality. It changes the rules of life. And when I saw those case studies, I was like, okay, something is crazy here, right? Now, it's not just about the case studies. That is good because, at least we're delivering the value that, a lot of our clients come, when they work with us, that's what they expect. They expect us to not just help them with their funnels and their leads and their appointment setting. The number one core value from clientacquisition.io is we don't care about client acquisition per se. We care about making you money. We care about getting you to become rich over being right. So if it means that like, let's say if we're used to using ads and appointments and setters and that doesn't work, we don't care. We can shut that down any day. So our job, our focus is always what is the thing that the market wants and how can we get you to sell that and then put together an infrastructure that allows you to get leads, appointments, and be able to sell and remove yourself from the business, okay? So growing these businesses is not the main focus. It's finding the right thing to sell. But forget about the case studies. Let's actually talk about the way that AI is going to revolutionize the world, right? I was in Cape Town a few weeks ago, right? And I met up with these guys who are also running an AI agency. They're essentially building these AI platforms for different businesses. And this specific use case was for a solar business, right? I believe. I'm not sure, HVAC or solar. It might have been actually HVAC company. The company essentially came to them and be like, hey, we actually want to implement AI. And what they did is they're building a platform. It's a dialer platform, right? The setters who are dialing leads that are coming in are going to start using this dialer platform, right? And then over time, what's going to happen is kind of like workflow agent within the platform is going to listen into all the appointment setting calls, qualification calls that these guys are doing, and then it's going to rate each single setter based on their performance, okay? Problem number one in a business, in a sales department, sales managers cannot necessarily pick or listen to all the sales calls that's happening. So they have to pick 1 or 2 calls and just, listen in. And if the person is performing on those calls, then it might be like, oh, this person is doing fine. But what about the hundreds and thousands of calls that this person makes every single month that you're not able to listen in on? That's a problem. So AI will listen in on all the sales calls, okay? And it doesn't just stop there. It will give you which are the top performers and it will give you which are the people who aren't performing as well. And it will tell you who to focus on when it comes to training them, right? That's value number one. Value proposition one is stop focusing on just the 1 or 2 calls that you pick in by guessing. How about you focus on who's actually an underperformer? That's value proposition 1 of that platform. Value proposition 2 of that platform is that it is actually going to learn how to set appointments based on the top performers. And then over time, they're going to replace the underperformers with AI. They're not going to replace fully the whole team with AI, but they're going to replace the low 10%. The people who are underperforming the most, they're going to put the AI agent to dial the leads based on the script of the best performance. And then eventually you can replace the entire sales team and just have one person managing the system. The best performer, have them optimize the script, have them listen in on the AI agent. Imagine replacing with one solution a sales team that does thousands and thousands and thousands of sales calls every day, that you have to probably give 5% of all your revenue coming in from those activities. It literally changes everything. That's use case number one. So if you're an agency owner that does appointment setting and you have a cold calling center, like what are you doing not focusing on AI? Because when these guys validate and make this thing work, they're going to run through the entire market and literally run every single agency that does appointment setting, that does cold calling, back down to being useless. And that is the risk. Risk of not getting onto this trend is death. It's death. It's pure death. And then there's going to be 5% of the market that's actually going into building and releasing these AI solutions that's going to go and steal all the market share. Instead of having 5,000 agencies split themselves with take all the market and split it in 5,000 people, there's going to be maybe 500 agencies that leverage AI that take over all the market, okay? And that is the thing. And another use case is my team just sent me a tool. I believe Iman apparently is investing in this tool. It's an AI tool. I'm not going to mention it. Iman, if you want me to shout you out, please let me know, okay? I'll shout you out. I'll shout out any AI tool, but you just let me know whenever. I'll shout out the thing. But this tool essentially, it helps you build digital products from market selection to branding design. I just show a quick walkthrough of it, right? But it goes from every single step of the way on knowing how to position, what content you should create, how you should essentially build your marketing, your sales assets, your VSLs, everything step by step. Right? For all the coaches and infopreneurs out there, what happens to you when Iman releases this tool to the whole entire market and your job is to help people sell digital products? Your job becomes irrelevant because you're out here selling information on Google Docs and videos when this AI agent, this AI digital product builder agent can just go through everything and do it for them. All they have to do is click the niche, click the pain that they want to solve, and the thing goes cool. Figures out every single variable that they need to go from concept to the product being delivered. And this is why I've always said this. The people who are at risk the most are people selling information. The biggest bottleneck with information is that from knowledge to execution, that is the biggest gap with people who sell information, is the fact that you don't help people execute. If you don't help people execute, it means that most of the people who buy from you never see results in the first place. AI solves that problem. The thing that made info products so amazing or coaching is the fact that you could build something once, information products or coaching. It's like knowledge. You're literally selling something that you build once and a million people can experience it and there is zero marginal cost of consumption, right? Now, if you get another client buying your info product, you don't get to, beef up your team, right? But the problem that created is the lack of execution, which is normally solved in an agency, implementation format of delivery. But also running an agency is also hard, because then the fact that you have to do things for people is also really make it an agency really hard to scale. It's not a fun business to run, right? But AI bridges the gap of all these business models. You can, yes, still sell information, but you're not going to sell information the traditional way you would do it, through the same way, let's say Sam Ovens did, which he had 2-hour content, worksheets, and you had to go through, click all the worksheets, and you had like 50,000 videos to go through. If Sam Ovens was still running consulting.com today, he would go broke too. If Iman released his AI platform to build people consulting info product businesses online, right? And that is the thing, that the world is changing so much, right? And you can't afford to keep doing things the old way. Whether you're a service business, you're like, let's say like a lead gen agency, and all you do is just like media buy, and you have media buyers, clicking buttons every day and doing nothing. Or you're a coach, consultant, info person who's just like giving people information. You're cooked. You're cooked. You're cooked. You're so cooked. It's actually crazy, right? And I'm saying this today, even before all these applications and use cases are truly validated, because the 1% risk of this happening means extinction for you. For 99% of the market, they're gonna go back to being worth nothing. If you do not get familiar with AI, if you do not figure out how you can take your information and turn it into a workflow, into an agent that can deliver your expertise through done for you, but using software, right? Anyway, I don't wanna make this video too long. On March 13th, I'm gonna be doing a masterclass based on some of the AI offers that we're scaling in different markets. And if you guys wanna see what AI solutions we're currently selling, what AI offers, use cases we're focusing on when it comes to essentially selling AI growth infrastructures, if you guys wanna go see how we're going to market, acquiring leads, selling these solutions into different businesses and allowing our clients and partners to thrive, then please click the link below and register before the seats are sold out. But I'm so excited. I'm so excited. This is the first time that I've been excited about building a company in a while, right? So love y'all. See you guys on the other side. Bye-bye.